And good early morning to you, YouTube. How you folks doing? Dirk here at GC Blues 45. What a night. 8 games on the dock, and I did pitiful. Really, I did absolutely the worst. But we'll get to that in a moment. Remember, if you haven't come across this video and happen to like it, give me that thumbs up deal, folks. It's very important. Helps to keep the channel going. And also remember, folks, if you have not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe tab and be notified every time I upload a new video by clicking that bell icon. Once again, 8 games on the dock. Here we go. Starting off with my Blues. That's right, the Blues in Toronto, starting with a 5-game road trip. Entering the matchup, St. Louis was 6-9-4 and 16 points. Toronto 8-9-2 and 18 points. This game had to go to an extra period, and the Blues lose by the score of 3-2. Both teams had 29 shots. The Blues had, Toronto had 28 saves with the Blues 26. Toronto went 0 for 3 on the power play with the Blues 1 for 3 on the power play. So that's right. The Blues, thanks to Emron UE, or Emron, Missouri. I still remember when it used to be, it's now time for a Union Electric Blues Power Play. And then it became, and now it's time for Emron UE Blues Power Play. Now it's Emron, Missouri Blues Power Play. But thanks to Emron, Missouri, kids charity, they will receive money, I believe, and also due to the Honda dealers. If you watch the game, the Missouri Honda dealers gives $500 to Blues charity for kids. So that is great for that power play goal that had happened. So yeah, and but the Blues did pick up a point. This was pretty even matched all the way through. The Blues did put in a full 60 minutes this time around. Um, but folks, the reason why the Blues are struggling is because of Armstrong, the GM. And I really hope they can get their act together because I really don't want to see Montgomery fired. But as for the rest, Toronto wanted this win more. That's why they got it. The Blues did put a full 60 minutes in, so I'm grateful. They at least got a point, their 17th point of the season. But we'll wait and see what happens going into the next game, and we'll hopefully things will improve. Next is the Kraken at the Red Wings. Now, entering this matchup, Seattle was 9-4-5 and 23 points. Detroit 11-7-4, so 11-7-1 and also 23 points. At the end of 60 minutes, the Detroit Red Wings beat the Seattle Kraken by a score of 4-2. Yay! Shots on goal were the Wings 27, the Kraken 22. The Red Wings had 20 saves with the Kraken 23, and both teams were 1 for 2 on the power play. What to say about this game? After one, it was evenly matched, despite Seattle having the early lead. And then Detroit was up by 2, so you could kind of say it was still evenly matched. And then Detroit just turned on made the game unreachable, and that's why they won. Now, in that third period when Larkin got the fourth goal at it on an empty nether with just a little under a minute left, a minute and a half but actually a minute. Well, there was 30 seconds left. Basically, 30 seconds left when he got that empty netter. It was unreachable, and the Detroit wanted this game more. Seattle did put an effort in. I bet they did. So way to go by Seattle, but not enough to get the W. But way to go by both teams, and we'll wait and see what happens in the rest of the series. Detroit, by the way, picks up their 25th point of the season, and they keep on winning. Before I get to this next game, I need to check something. Okay, double check. Basically, winning, some winning streaks were snapped. Okay. Next was the Devils at Tampa. Entering this matchup, the Devils were 13-4 and 20. 13-4 and 1 and 27 points. The Lightning were 9-7 and 2 and 20 points. The Devils were playing on 2-game winning streak. Can they prove it to 3? And unfortunately, they don't. And the Lightning beat the Devils by a score of 5-1. That's right, 5-1. Shots on goal: the Bolts 29, the Devils 32. The Lightning had 31 saves with the Devils 24. Tampa went 2 for 3 on the power play with New Jersey 0 for 4 on the power play. This was a total blowout by the Lightning. They started strong with New Jersey and they did not let up. Tampa was ready for New Jersey. New Jersey did not show up. Now, despite getting one goal, it's not enough. At least he didn't get shut out. But Tampa just blew out New Jersey, and that's why they won. Total dominance. After one, it was 2-0, then 3-1 after two, and then 5-1 after three. So, way to go. New Jersey does need to try harder, but they just did not show up tonight. I hate to say it. All right, going into the final four games, I am 1-2-1. Can I get another win? Let's find out. Next is the Islanders at Dallas. Now, entering this matchup, the Islanders were 10-7 and 2 and 22 points. Dallas 12-4 and 2 and 27 points. And at the end of 60 minutes, the New York Islanders beat the Dallas Stars by the score of 3-2. Shots on goal were the Isles 22, the Stars 24. The Islanders had 22 saves with the Stars 19. New York Islanders were 0 for 2 on the power play with Dallas 0 for 3 on the power play. This game was evenly matched. Very good going by both teams. Dallas was prepared for the Islanders, but it wasn't enough. And New York wanted this game more. I think the Islanders wanted this game more for a reason. And when that shorthanded goal went in with at 7:38, I forgot how much time that's left. Probably a little over 13 minutes, pretty much about 12, a little over 12 minutes left in the game. It just Dallas knew they probably won't win. And then, of course, they pulled the goalie, try to tie the game to send it to overtime, which um, the Isles just really stopped the shots. not going through, and they did a great job. But Dallas did try at least. I think they played a great 60-minute game, but it wasn't enough. So way to go by Dallas, and thanking the Islanders for winning this game. You guys helped us out a little, but despite our OTL, you know, thank you New York, and but Dallas they did try, so I'm not disappointed. Next was Winnipeg at home against the Blue Jackets. Now, remember, I went for the underdogs on this one, so let's see how I did. Entering the matchup, the Blue Jackets were 10-7-2 and 22 points. Winnipeg 11-7-2, 11-7-0 and 22 points also. Hold on here, folks. I need to do a little something. Okay, sorry about that. I had to blow my nose. My sinuses are turned. By the way, folks, before I continue, let me tell you, my sinuses just drive me up the wall around this time when the weather gets cooler and stuff. Because I'm a preemie. I was born premature. Yeah. But I was healthy and stuff, so. But sinuses just drive me up the wall. So, to help me out, take this. No, elderberry is a pretty good flavor. There's also other flavors, but I like the elderberry the most. All right, but that's a different story for a different time. Okay, where was I? I just said the records, Columbus and Winnipeg, and at the end of 60 minutes, the Winnipeg Jets beat the Columbus Blue Jackets by a score of 5-2. Shots on goal were the Jets 30, the Jackets 22. The Jets had 20 saves with the Blue Jackets 25. Winnipeg went 1 for 2 on the power play, with Columbus 0 for 1 on the power play. Um, After 2 periods, this was evenly matched. It was evenly matched. And then something went through the players in the locker room at Winnipeg Jets. Went through, got it, and that's why they won. They won this game, flat out. Um, Almost blowout fashion, believe it or not. And I think Columbus played about 45 minutes. In the final 15, they forgot how to play. But good effort by Columbus, even though they lost and played most of the game. But Winnipeg won this game more, and that's why they got it. Next were the Flames at Chicago. Entering the matchup, Calgary was 5-12-3 and 13 points. Chicago 9-5-4 and 22 points. And at the end of 60 minutes, the Blackhawks beat the Calgary Flames by a score of 5-2. Yeah. By the way, did I mention I hate that goal song of Chicago? You know, da 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 da. I hate that goal song. I know you people up in Chicago like it, but really, I think that's an annoying goal song. All right, that's now for the stats. Shots on goal: the Hawks 23, the Flames 21. The Blackhawks had 19 saves with the Flames 18. Chicago went 0 for 4 on the power play with the Calgary 1 for 4 on the power play. Calgary's literally the worst team in the league, but they're still playing season left, so anything can happen. What to say about this game? Pretty much after two periods, it was evenly matched. But in the third, that's when things went downhill. Chicago turned on their Jets, and really did what they did. Now, I'm not mad at Calgary. They did the same thing like Columbus. They played about 40 minutes, probably, to 45 minutes, and forgot how to play hockey. So, Chicago got the win. I'm disappointed, but what can I do? You know what? There's nothing I can do about it. Except, except the loss. Literally. Today was the upset special between the New York Rangers and Vegas Golden Knights. This one, I think I should not have done an upset special. I think I'll get to that in a moment. Entering the matchup, New York was 10, 8, and 2 and 22 points. Vegas 8, 4, and 6 and also 22 points. And at the end of 16 minutes, the Vegas Golden Knights beat the New York Rangers by a score of 3-2. But the last 5 games showed the Rangers. Vegas was the favorites. But what is the last 10 games now? There's nothing apparently. Shots on goal were the Knights 26 and the Rangers 19. The Golden Knights has 17 saves with the Rangers 23. Vegas was 2 for 2 on the power play with the New York Rangers 0 for 1. Let's say about this game. This game was evenly matched all the way. It was. I had to say it was. It was evenly matched all the way through the end. Vegas won this game more. That's why they got the win. And despite getting that second goal, and they try to pull the goalie later on, they couldn't outwit the Knights. Basically, Vegas are like, oh, yeah. That's basically what they did. A brick wall, basically. But once again, I'm not disappointed in the Rangers. They did try. They played a full 60-minute game. So way to go. And once again, like I said, Vegas won it more. And finally, it was the Utah Mammoth at the San Jose Sharks. Entering the matchup, Utah was 10, 7, and 2 and 22 points. San Jose 8, 8, and 3 and 19 points. And at the end of 16 minutes, it had to go into overtime. And unfortunately, San Jose won by the score of 3-2. Shots on goal were the Sharks 22, the Mammoth 26. Sharks had 24 saves with the Mammoth 19. San Jose went 1 for 5 on the power play with Utah 0 for 2 on the power play. Well, despite picking up a point, this was a pretty decent game. And this was evenly matched, especially after 3 periods. This game was evenly matched. Literally, it was. And I'm very proud of Utah. They get a point. This year, Utah's a shocker. You know, they are really showing, hey, that they mean business this year. And San Jose is like, okay, we're not flopping no more. We are getting our acts together and we're going to do something. And that's why they won. So San Jose picks up their 21st point of the season. Utah picks up their 23rd. So way to go by both teams. So what does this do for the record? Tonight I went 1-5-2. Yeah, 1-5-2. Can you believe it? Now I'm at 51, 36, and 13 for the year. Still above 500, but I am slipping, folks. Tell me how you guys are doing. You guys doing good on your records, and also if you guys are betting, tell me how you guys are doing. I won't criticize you or crash strike Joe and stuff. Are you guys ahead? Are you guys behind? Or are you breaking even? Just tell me. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you guys later on for a pregame report. Not many games on the dock for tomorrow later today. What? There are 4 games on the dock, which means is we're going to have a good time tomorrow. Especially, we got 2 games on TNT tomorrow, so yeah. But we'll do that later on as we get ready for the pregame report. But thank you very much for tuning in. As always, folks, please stay safe, take care, burn doors watching you, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then, peace.